Yo, what's going on? Donkey Kong Spawn and Don Cornelius. He was on Soul Train. In front of us, this is an Armorize Springer, and this is a build that's brought to you by channel member Jason Wilkerson. Jason hit me up on FB, and he had shared this in one of the comments, and I saw it. I was like, yo, homie, this is so sick. I love these Infernac blasters. They remind me of Shuri's gauntlets from Black Panther. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? When Homegirl's like, blam, and then she hooks up the blasters on her hands. That was the first impression that I got. And I'm not really a blast effects guy, but this build, this is really accentuated by the blast effects, and it really kind of what's the idiom? Dials at home, hits at home, or you know what I'm talking about. It basically completes the look. And boy, look at that. Look at that. And yeah, Springer, this is the Wrecker Springer specifically. But, you know, it's been all the rage about Springer these days, right? All up in the news because there's that kind of somewhat controversial studio series minor retool of Springer that's being branded as a leader class, and therefore it's commanding a much higher price point. I know the kind of fandom is split. I'm still going to get it because I like the aesthetic, but that will be my third Springer, and I don't know if I'm too thrilled about that. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let's get into the build. It's one Springer and one Legacy United Shard, and I will be right back, Jack, so cut me some slack. Alright, I'm not sure why I cut away. I didn't really need to do that, but that's okay. I'm going to remove the blast effects, and you can see that I'm supporting this one over here because this Springer's arm is a little bit loose. It doesn't really like holding, it has difficulty holding up its own weight, and so having these and having these, which are somewhat heavy because they're kind of like rubbery, it'll drag down the arm, hence why we have that over here. But here, let's take apart this one. Really, really fun stuff, man. And typically when folks share builds with me, oftentimes I will share the build if it's something that like I couldn't have thought of myself, or I didn't think of building myself, or I get impressed by it. But yeah, I mean, like, don't get your feeling. I know a lot of y'all have submitted builds, and I know I don't share a lot of them, but I don't want anyone's feelings to get hurt or anything like that. I'm just very picky about what I share on the channel and stuff. But yeah, anyway, this on the bottom, this is the shard foot, right? And then we have the thruster on top, and this is going to plug into the bottom of the fist just like that over here. And this is one of the shard arms, and it's just going to plug into the top of the fist. But what's going to happen is you plug it in sideways, and then it's going to kind of rotate in, and the fist is going to sit in that cavity on the thruster piece. Here. Hey, he's holding up the... Oh, I removed the the blast effect. I'm like, hey, how's he doing that? You can see right here, right? You can see how the fist is just sitting in that empty cavity, and that allows it to kind of complete the look. I think it's tight, dude. I think it's really, really tight. And I generally don't create weapons and blasters and stuff like that, and that's why I'm even more impressed, because I'm just like, oh man, I'm really digging the way Jason thought about this and how he dove in. And then on the outside, we just have the scales over here, and what I really like about the scales is that, like, if we think about the blast coming out over here, it's almost like the opposite effect. You know what I mean? Like the back blast of it. And I think it's really cool in that it follows that trajectory of force. That's really, really nice. And this back piece, I just made one slight modification to what Jason did, and I'm going to show you in a second. And what that... Oops. It's all falling apart. And what that was, see these blades right over here? The secondary set. Jason had used them. I believe they were on the underside of I believe he had them on the underside of the arm, and that totally works. But I wanted to put them on the legs to kind of reinforce the way it connects. And so this is mostly just Shard in her heli mode. It'd be like this, and then we flip down the sides, and we've added Springer's blasters, and we're bending this ever so slightly, and then we've kind of like unfolded all of these like legs over here, and these are the thighs. And the reason why I have these pokey things in here is, let's just do this. I'm gonna remove all of this stuff for a second, so he's a little bit easier to manipulate and wield. And this piece, the rotor, you can see that it has 3 pegs on it, right? 3 posts. And then we're going to get one in there. And it doesn't matter if this sits crooked or anything like that, because the circle's not going to change orientation. And you want these kind of up like this, because what's going to happen is these are going to sit up here. You insert those in there. You see that hole right there? That's going to plug into this rotor. So these go up as best as you can into the negative space up there, while that cinches in the hole back here. And that's okay if it falls out. You can just reattach it and tighten up the piece. You just want to, there you go. Because you're pushing the thighs up against the bottom of that gray bit, and then we're reinforcing the connection by adding the little blades there. Ah, come on, boy. Come on, boy. Oh my gosh, what's going on? All right, there we go. And they almost, you see there's these two little like tabs over here, right? They almost just sit right in there. And that's pretty much gonna be it. And after that, the tail will actually help him balance and get him into these, like, allow him to get into these cool poses and stances. I really like that a lot. And these will have a tendency to kind of fall out, but whatever, dude. I'm just gonna remove them for now. It's just as blades, and you know, they're just tapped into the sides where they normally would be. But if we keep them like this, and we just reattach everything, that goes down there. That goes up here into the fist, and then we... Wait, what? Did I do this wrong? Well, whatever, dude. I'm pretty sure it was... The blade is on the inside. And it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. We have the blast effects. Will he hold up the arm? Ooh, he kind of did. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, I like that. Maybe I'll use that for the thumbnail. Nice. Digging that. And then we'll just reassemble him over here. But yeah. It's a really, really fun build. Been liking Shard a lot. Yeah, Shard's been just phenomenal. I was losing hope when I saw Magnius, because Magnius is not great to build with. But Shard, baby. Yo, Shard, she's dope. She's dope. Oh, I can't get this one situated without the helping hand, but that's okay. That looks pretty dope right there, actually. Now I'm gonna take a screenshot right now, and I just did. But yeah, that's Shard, that's Springer, sent to us by Jason. Appreciate y'all watching, appreciate y'all contributing, and I hope y'all are enjoying yourselves watching the content, the skits, long short form tutorials, and all of that stuff, all right? All of the revenue, ad revenue, goes to help charity, so you're making a tremendous positive difference in people's lives around the world. So thank you again, okay? Bye, friends.